The opposition is calling for the immediate release of payments to thousands of government pensioners who have not received their pension checks or deposits for December 2020. Opposition spokesman on finance, Julian Robinson, has mentioned that, especially in the Christmas season, a delay in the payment will lead to untold and unnecessary hardship for Jamaican pensioners. The vast majority of these pensioners depend solely on their pension payment to survive, and in particular to purchase food and medication, and they are now suffering as a result of the non-payment of their pension. Robinson has also stated that he is aware of pensioners who submitted their life certificates for the quarter ended December 31, 2020, and received payments for October and November, but none for December. He has said that the issue needs to be resolved immediately. The opposition is therefore urging the government not to prolong the worries of pensioners by waiting until the next payment due date in January 2021 to make the payments. He says that further delay will only cause untold hardship to the pensioners who have gone 2 months without receiving a payment. According to outgoing United States Ambassador Tapia, he has identified Audley Shaw as the most likable Jamaican he has met in his year-and-a-half tour of duty. He has mentioned that Shaw would come out tops if he had to choose, as the politician's friendship and natural ability to endear himself to others has impressed him. He's probably one of the nicest persons I have ever met. He's a person's person. This is what Tapia said about Shaw. He's probably the best of what Jamaica has to offer. He's definitely a people person, and I visited with him last week to say goodbye. Tapia will leave Jamaica next Tuesday, January 8th, while the effective date of his resignation is January 12th, which is also his birthday. I have given myself a great birthday gift. This is what Tapia said. Tapia, who took up the post of ambassador in September of 2019, will, as per U.S. political protocol, resign the post to clear the way for the incoming President Joe Biden, who will be inaugurated on January 20th to name an appointee. Tapia has said that he enjoyed his time on the island as Washington's top diplomat, further adding that he will always remember the warmth that was extended by Jamaicans. I have said this from day one, and I have gone to all 14 parishes. I have actually stopped the car. I have an armored car, and I have details with me. But like we are going down to Negril, and there's a little township, and there are stores or shops there, I would tell my details to stop. He further went on to state that he would get out of the car, and the people are like this, he said, his expression suggesting that the people are utterly surprised by the presence of an ambassador. So I would get out of the car and go talk to them. I would go over to the little stores, and they are standing out at the front, and I would have some funny pictures of me and the people. It's a good picture when you stop and talk with the people. Of course, one of the first things they would bring up is, can you get me a visa? He said, and he laughed at this matter. He has expressed his love for Jamaica as a country, and he says he feels as if he has become a Jamaican himself. He was confirmed in his ambassadorial post in the U.S. Senate by a vote of 66 to 26. Prior to the arrival of Tapia, Jamaica was without a top U.S. diplomat since the departure of Luis Moreno in July 2017. Most residents from Westmoreland are currently obeying the curfews that have been put in place by the government. Commanding Officer for the Westmoreland Police Division, Superintendent Robert Gordon, has commended residents of the parish for obeying the curfew hours imposed almost 2 weeks ago. According to Gordon, there has been almost full compliance by residents as it relates to obeying the 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. daily curfew that was imposed on December 16th. There have been no major incidents since the curfew was imposed. He went on to commend the people of Westmoreland because of their level of compliance with these matters. At minimum, we have had 90% compliance to curfews. There have so far been 4 prosecutions and 26 warnings issued. He said that on Christmas Eve, there were a few hairdressing parlors and a bar that were open beyond the curfew hours. However, when the operators were instructed to close their businesses, they complied with the police's request. Gordon noted that many individuals were left stranded on the roads, especially in the town of White House, as all public passenger vehicles were off the road. He further mentioned that the police assisted in transporting many of the residents to their desired destinations. We had persons stranded in White House who were from St. Elizabeth, so we did our best to assist as best as we could. He further declared that the police will continue with their efforts to keep order in the parish as the traditional party period of New Year's Eve approaches. This includes going out from early and using town criers to remind the persons of the close-off times, tracking events, and issuing warnings. And as it nears 6:30 p.m., the team will roll out for the necessary prosecution of matters in relation to breach of curfews. So far, this strategy has been working, so we will continue to do the same. He and his team will be tracking more than 30 illegal parties that have been advertised to be staged in the parish during the Yuletide season. At this time, Gordon appealed to the residents to observe the rules, as he argued that parties were creating additional challenges in the parish for the police and were contributing to the surge in the number of pandemic-related cases in Westmoreland. We want to urge persons to be caring and understanding of how their actions are affecting their loved ones and the society as a whole. While other parishes are under 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew for most days, residents of Westmoreland are faced with 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfews because of an increase in the number of pandemic-positive cases in the parish. The curfew in Westmoreland will end at 5 a.m. on December 31st. Jamaica will be under 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew for Friday, New Year's Day. Now, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about the matters that have been discussed here. Of course, take great care, and of course, remember to enjoy the festive season while being very vigilant and alert. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.